Welcome to the Whiskey
I'm Rex.
Oh, are we doing a thing?
No.
God, I'm Daniel.
No, why do you have to copy me all the time?
We are drinking the Deveron.
So,
And we need glasses.
I like the hell out of the bottle. It's like this. I don't know if you can see it very well.
Kind of frosted?
Yeah, it's like a green frosted looking thingy.
Yeah.
And then, oh, look at the corky bits here.
Ooh,
Isn't
corky
it like a
bits.
fancy thing on the corky bit?
I know. Wait, you're pouring the whiskey. What's going on here? Nah, come on, give me that fucking bottle. All right, so this
Oh, man.
is not. This is gonna feel like I'm telling a Daniel story again, but there's a reason for it.
There's never a reason. You know what? No, I take it back. There's a reason because you like looking important and special. And I don't.
Of course.
I don't care.
I love looking. I'm special. My mom told me so.
There's a fancy story here. Screw your story. This story's better than yours.
Read it.
When billows break and hard ghosts in the haste ye home or some bit warm, unwind with toasted grain and apples, seaborn spice, calm from the storm.
There you go.
You can't compare to that.
I like that.
Go on.
That's tasty. So there was a point when I lived for a few months in Scotland in a little baby town called Macduff. And it's on the ocean, on the North Sea, on that little bit of space side that faces north right into the ocean. And it shares a sister town called Banff. You ever heard of Banff, Canada? It's like that. And it's separated by one little bridge.
Highland Single Malt Scotch Whisky.
Yes.
12 years.
So that was when I was introduced by some friends to, hey, here's some Scotch whiskey. Right? I was only 19, and but it was legal to drink in Scotland.
What was the whiskey?
It was, actually, I think it was Glenrothes. Glenrothes. I can't remember right now. And then it was a blend. So then they had like Ballantines. So to flash back to when I found this bottle and I start researching it, guess where the distillery is?
Salted apples and honey.
The distillery is in freaking Macduff, about 6 blocks from where I lived, and I had no idea that a really classy, amazing whiskey distillery. Now I know. I spent several months only a walkable distance from a fantastic distillery and never once darkened their door.
Friendly.
That's really depressing.
Not overly sweet. Salted apples and honey. Not a trace of smoke for me.
No.
And I'm not even getting barrel notes in here.
No, I just get toffee, caramel. I get a little bit of spicy notes, but they're not like black pepper spicy. They're like friendly baking spices spicy.
But not sugar sweet. But yeah, this is really nice. I'm not getting spicy notes.
I am on the finish. Just after I swallow at the very end.
I mean, you guys can't see.
There's a little oakiness.
Look what the bottle does with the light getting down here. It's like glowing like magical.
Oh, I love that. We need a bottle like that.
I'm gonna see if I can take a photo.
They originally, the name was bought at one point by DCL, and then it resulted in the Glen Deveron range.
Dude, look how that glows, man.
So a lot of their whiskey is going into blends. This is not a small distillery. This is not like a mom and pop shop, right? They have 5 stills, 2 wash stills and 3 spirit stills. They're making a shit ton of whiskey, and a lot of it's going to blends. And you get why. You could see how this would blend well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's got character. It's not boring,
right?
But there's no overwhelming notes that take control.
There's nothing dominant.
Yeah, this would be a friendly blend.
It's a good balance of notes that there's a lot of whiskeys out there that would want to have these notes in there.
It's a space side, so it's definitely friendly.
Yeah, but not. There's a lot
but
more.
It's not boring.
There's a lot of space sides that are just sweeter than this. This has, for me, apple fruit sweetness, not sugar sweetness.
And I gotta admit, I really do like whoever wrote their back label bit. It's so much better than what's typically on the back of a bottle.
Crispiano Leo. Oh my God! I didn't think I would ever see the day that Rex, the minor mooch, yes, I demoted you, would leave alcohol on the table.
Yeah, he's talking about the Bajo.
Since both of you have now set a precedent of what you won't drink, maybe you can come up with a list of whiskeys not worth trying for the rest of us. Here's the thing, crispy Yano. I'm a whiskey mooch. Whiskey mooch. If it ain't whiskey, I don't have to mooch it.
That's right. And that's Mao Tai. You don't have to drink that.
No, I don't. I will admit, though, that Sonoma, I drank it. It's a whiskey. Kicked my in.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart.
All right, so I'm just going to say Aggie because we know Aggie.
We know Aggie.
Yeah, and Inkter is probably not.
Yeah, Aggie, sorry for all over your first gift that you sent us. We're just, and I have a reason. I want to talk about
2
this.
out of 3 were amazing.
Yeah.
Your bijou was just a violent act.
I want to talk about that in a second, but read his thing.
I'll be needing my backpack back now. Did he send a backpack?
Yeah. He mailed all those in a backpack.
Why?
I don't know. I think it was for packing purposes.
All right.
To keep things from breaking.
All right.
And dude, the backpack had holes in it. I'm going to mail you a nicer backpack.
Yeah.
Because I can't return that to you. Plus, by the way, the Mao Tai leaked when it was shipped. So the whole backpack smells strongly of Mao Tai. Very strongly. As a matter of fact, I left the box in the kitchen at the Welcome Center.
Right.
And I came back after lunch, and everybody in the Welcome Center was like, could you get that box out of the back kitchen?
Are you microwaving fish?
Yeah. So, no, here's what I want to say about the taste of the thing, though. Because there's been a lot of comments about the Mao Tai.
There's a lot of people butthurt about the Mao Tai.
Yeah, mostly people with the Chinese interests.
And you're supposed to try it with, like, food. It's not just meant to be...
Now, when someone says it's the most consumed spirit in the world, you gotta remember, there are more people in China than most other countries combined. So the fact that that a lot of things are sold in China, it doesn't mean it's the most popular in the world. It just means there's a lot of people in China because it's a huge landmass.
There's a lot of people that don't know any better.
Oh, no, but easy, Tiger. No, so here's the thing. Taste is so damn subjective.
It's a cultural thing.
And if you are raised with something being normal,
right,
then it's never going to occur to you that this is a weird thing or that other people might have a weird reaction to it, right? Like, look at that fish thing that people have made a YouTube joke about opening and everyone throws up.
Right.
It's that rotted fish in a can, right? But, if you grew up around this stuff, this is normal. There are things in Texas that if I made you try, you would probably gag / throw up or not be able to handle, but I think are normal.
Just to keep it local, I mean, even just in the States, people from the northern states come down here. I've lived in Texas the vast majority of my life. And to me, we'll have lunch or dinner and they say, hey, is this spicy? And I mean, there's not a trace of burn
cannot find
or
any spice
It's like, no.
at all.
It's like as spicy as mayonnaise or ketchup.
Yeah.
And they'll try it and it's like they're dying.
Like, oh, water. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so the cultural influences are huge.
Yeah, I mean, think about curries, right? If you know curry, and probably about half my diet is Asian food of some sort. And if you know spicy food, there are restaurants you go to and you say, I want it spicy. And they'll look at you and they'll bring you medium. Because they're like, you don't mean it.
Right.
Because you're obviously American. If I gave you the spicy that we thought of as spicy, you would die. And, they're not wrong on sometimes. Now, my dad will go up and my dad will say, all right, I want spicy. I want it so spicy that it's burning through the bowl as the waiter brings it over with gloves wrapped around the edges. And then he wants to be able to take a bite and then have to grab the edge of the table for the next 3 minutes while it subsides. And it's just a thing.
So I'll say this. As much as, spicy things don't bother me, I did recently get my ass handed to me by a Thai restaurant.
Oh.
And because I'm eating spicy stuff every day, all the time. And I look for the spiciest thing on the menu. And usually they'll put like little peppers next to the spiciness. And this is based on a 1 to 5 pepper scale.
Yeah.
It had 5 peppers. And then underneath it had 5 skull and crossbones. Right?
Was I there when this happened?
No, you weren't there.
Oh, okay.
I was actually having lunch with my mother. It was called Pod Cha Scallops.
Oh, okay.
And I tried this thing, and I got through it, because I'm amazing. But I was just pouring sweat, and I couldn't taste anything. There's just nothing but pain and hatred and burning. And my mom the whole time was like, "Are you okay?" I'm good. I'm fine. But like in Texas, we think, oh, we know spice.
Yeah,
you would not go to any Mexican joint, any barbecue joint, and get that level of spice.
No. There are peppers that could get you that level of spice, but they're not served in restaurants.
Right.
They're served in like alley clubs where you don't talk about the club.
Rajesh Parikh. Sure. Holy man, there's not enough like just easily pronounceable names.
Yeah, you guys. Where's our John Smiths?
Holy crap! Didn't realize you guys were at 47,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Thank you. Glad to see your hard work is paying off. Love this channel.
Hard work.
Thank you, Rajesh. That's awesome.
I'm gonna take all the credit for the hard work.
Yes, Daniel.
Actually, Chad should probably take the credit for the hard work.
For the most time involved in the channel.
Yeah.
Chad has watched every video.
Multiple times. Yeah, poor bastard.
And by the way,
he's gonna have to have counseling at some point.
Live stream at 50,000.
Yes, that's why I actually put that comment in there. To remind you.
We will do a live stream.
Within another 2,000, because I think we're higher than that now. We're like 47.5 or something.
I don't know.
In another 2,000 or so, we'll do another live stream.
We'll do a live stream, and if you want to speed that along, Chad will link up here. Best whiskeys for beginners. If you want to invite some new people into the Magnificent Bastard tribe, and then if not that one, then the best whiskeys for beginners video. Those are good entry points for them if they want to get into the channel.
Or the welcome video.
Or the
if you wanted them to understand the vibe. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight, may you fight for a friend.
If you steal, may you steal a lover's heart.
If you drink,
may you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.